Finally, the much-anticipated bout between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has been set. Slated for the 15th of November, this is a cannot-miss event. Get ready, y'all, because it's about to be one for the decades.
Hey, young man, you got knocked the fuck out.
Jake Paul shocked the world as he called out Mike Tyson for a match. This was only considered as rumors, as the plausibility of it happening was surreal. Mike Tyson, considered arguably as one of the hardest punchers of all time, accepted. It may seem an unfair match due to Tyson's age. Nonetheless, others argue that it is somewhat a balanced match, as Jake Paul really just kicked off his pro boxing career in 2018, taking on other influencers and MMA fighters. Iron Mike, who is 3 decades older than his competitor, is considered a fierce warrior.
I mean, he came out, it reminded me of when Mike Tyson used to knock guys out in 90 seconds. Like, that was like 2 minutes into...
Knocking out 44 opponents in 58 fights. A staggering 76% KO wins. His record walks before him, and his explosiveness is reflected in his everyday life as he owns a tiger for a pet. Mike Tyson would look to catch Jake Paul unawares and shock him by closing the match in the first few rounds, capitalizing on his ferocity as he often did in his career. While an eager Tyson may seek to close the bout early, a longer fight would tend to suit Jake Paul, the younger of the two. He would look to pounce on his stamina advantage and hit the 58-year-old when he's lethargic in the latter rounds. Speed and agility may also favor Jake, which he may use to counteract the experience of Mike Tyson. Regardless of how you see it, this fight promises to live up to its hype. Concerns, however, have been reiterated on the health of Mike Tyson. The bout, as a matter of fact, was previously called off for these reasons. Nonetheless, as it stands today, the fight has been slated for November 15th, with Iron Mike confident that Paul poses no threat to him and stands no chance.
Okay, whatever. It's hard to even really be... he's not going to win. Look at, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How's he going to knock me out? What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How's he going to knock me out?
The two have gone on throwing jabs at one another. Nevertheless, there is no love lost between the two.
More weight equals more power. I'm coming for you, Tyson. Ah! Oh, that was terrible. Derek.
Jake Paul claims that the older generation would want to see Mike knock him out, which he understands. But he promises that he's not going to make it easy, as there are countless young men and women, high schoolers and kids, that want him to knock Iron Mike out. With stakes high and bragging rights waiting for one to grab, the grown versus the young, the old against the new, the master versus the apprentice, this bout will go down in history.